Distributed development, decentralized control. What does it mean, and what are the advantages or disadvantages of these concepts? Start with another question. So who owns the internet? Is it a country or a company like Google or Facebook? Is there any kind of administration board who owns it and decides? Actually, the question is not that easy to answer. But no, Google is not the owner of the internet, nor is Microsoft or Amazon or Facebook. They maybe own some server, but nothing more. And there is no country which owns this internet. And yes, there are a few administrative companies like the IANA or W3 Consortium who specify but just a few of the parts of the internet. So it is very hard to steer the internet and make policies which have to be followed. So just for example, like the IP addresses are built up or how the DNS servers look like, these are specified and followed by each and everybody. So what is the consequence of these not central control, of this distributed development and decentralized control? It simply means if there is a new idea, if there is a new implementation, if there is a new concept, then things will go in the internet and everybody can use it. For example, if somebody has done in, let's say, 10 years before, developed something like WhatsApp, and each and everybody likes it, sees its advantages, then there is no Google who can decide, no, WhatsApp is forbidden. Or there is no country who can decide, no, WhatsApp is not allowed. They still can't handle these things. Nowadays there is some countermeasures. Authorized countries like China are trying to take over control, but in the end there is always some niches to go around of these. Once in a while, if we do not have this decentralized control, then probably the development of the internet will clearly slow down. Again, let's compare this concept with the automotive industry. Is this concept valid here as well? Actually, it's not. For example, if you have Germany, then in Germany you have some traffic regulations and some authorities like the TÜV, the Technische Überwachungsverein, Technical Supervision Control, who check each car and decide if this car is allowed to run on the streets. And you have powers like the police which execute and control that these regulations are followed. So you cannot simply start with a new idea and implement it, and if all people decide to go for it, then let's go. For example, there has been this car company Ego in Aachen, which developed one of the first electronic cars. But they were not allowed to test it and bring it to the street and sell it for quite some time because the agencies didn't give allowance, didn't give permission. However, this distributed control, decentralized control, has some disadvantage as well. It is tricky to enforce regulations. So that's why we still have problems with criminality in the internet. Selling of drugs, pornographic, lies, and so on and so on. These are very hard to control in the internet.